Alright, welcome to our lesson on polar graphs. So really today we're just going to play with technology a little bit. Want to get comfortable using Desmos, using a calculator maybe, graphing different polar equations, okay? So here we are, we're in Desmos. First of all, we need to come over here to our graph settings, this little wrench up in the corner, and you need to click on this guy, okay? So here's our normal XY rectangular coordinates. Click on this and now we'll get a polar graph to come up. The other stuff you really don't need to mess with. You can turn axes and things off if you want. Let's go ahead and type in. Then you just type. So R equals 6 cos theta. And if you just type theta, or again you can bring your keyboard up and go find symbols. Okay, if you want to just use those symbols. I usually just type theta because it's quicker. So 6 cos theta minus 2 sine theta. And there we go. So notice we've got a nice circle. And it comes up, it gives you some parameters for theta. And so kind of depending on what comes up, if the graph doesn't look like it's complete, you could make it go farther. For this one, it's a complete circle, so not too big a deal. Okay? So not too bad. You just type the equation, and there's a lot you can do, by the way. You can go find crazy graphs on Desmos, and you can add animations and different things. So I encourage you to play with it, but just want to kind of show you some of the basics. Okay, how about on a TI-84 family of calculators? So first of all, you need to go to mode, and you need to change to polar mode. So again, functions where we're normally at, we did parameters a couple lessons ago. Let's go to polar mode now. So just hit enter. Now if you go to your y equals screen, it's going to come up in terms of r's instead of y. And so let's just type it in. So 6 cosine theta. Now if you just push your variable button, theta is what's going to come up. When you're doing parametric equations, remember t is what came up, and of course in function mode x is what comes up there. So 2 sine theta, and let's go ahead and graph. And there you go. Now that looks more like an ellipse. It's just because of the way the screen is, the settings, and it's not actually square. If I go zoom, maybe it's still doing something here. Come on, calculator. Okay, if I go zoom square, that looks a little more circular. And what's going on is it just adjusts the viewing window a little bit to actually square things up. Okay, so again, pretty straightforward to put things in there. If you click on your trace, it's still going, okay? Probably because I'm in degree mode, I'm guessing. And so it's drawing a bunch of circles. So if you go to window here, theta max comes up here, it's going to 39, and so, in fact, let me go check. I think, no, I'm in rads, okay. So 39 is quite a few, so it drew that circle quite a number of times there. Notice over here we only went to pi, and that was fine. In fact, I'll just illustrate here if I put pi in. That was enough to draw the circle one time, okay? So the previous, it was just drawing it over and over and over again in the same spot. So that's basically how you put these in, not too bad. Whether you use calculator or Desmos, the practice assignment today, I'm just going to give you basically a graph and 4 equations to choose from. I just want you to try them, find the one that matches, okay? So pretty low stress today, I hope.